Well, welcome, friends. Well, we've been in the Florida Keys for a week, but we are now in the beautiful Cessna Citation Longitude November 343 Bravo Whiskey on a Sunday morning. Well, just after 12 now, 12:09 Pacific time. Let's slow now to 280. We took off from Key West 43 minutes ago, bound for Grand Cayman. Owen Roberts International, MWCR, Mike Whiskey Charlie Romeo. Clear down to 11,000. We're closing in on 11,000 as we speak. ATC was a little squirrely on this one. Didn't give us our descent clearance until pretty late. So I had to do a wagon wheel just to bleed off some altitude. So now we're slightly lower than we'd normally expect to be at this elevation profile. 48 miles out, 11,200 feet. Leveling off at 11,000 as instructed. We'll see if ATC continues to be a little weird. Hopefully not. Had to wait for a line of major thunderstorms to pass through Key West before we took off, but it passed and we took off to the west without any issues. So far, our flight down here to Grand Cayman, where we've landed before, has been without incident. Weather engine is working. Clouds look great. Flew over Cuba. Got our overflight permit. I forgot to bring up the VFR map, so I'm afraid to bring it up now. I don't want to crash anything, but let's show you the approach on the MFD. There you go. You see it here? Tagging, T-A-G-U-N. Let's zoom in on it a little bit more. Tagging will be at 1,500 feet. Excuse me, Tagging is actually the initial approach fix. After that's POTUS and Ambor. POTUS, P-O-D-I-S, 1,500 feet. Ambor, also no lower than 1,500 feet. 10 miles total distance on our final approach. Still not hearing anything from ATC. This is what I'm talking about. Let's go to 270. I mean, we should be receiving our further descent instructions any second. And I'm concerned that we are not. But we'll be patient. There's POTUS. There. 37 miles. Should be receiving further descent instructions. Slow to 260. ATC's been a little squirrely on this flight. What do you think? Do I cancel IFR? Really should be receiving further descent instructions. Why are we not? It's acting squirrely. Well, let's cancel IFR.
Kingston Center, Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey would like to cancel IFR.
Descend down to set 1,500.
Plan is canceled. Radar service terminated. Squawk 7000.
Let's continue descending.
Maintain VFR. Frequency change approved.
Slow to 250. Increase our descent rate now.
Kingston Center, Cessna November
1,800 feet per minute.
Bravo Whiskey is type Cessna.
There's the island, for God's sakes.
2 miles north of Owen Roberts, 11,000 feet.
It's going to go like this.
Request flight following.
Turn left, then big right turn. 10,000 feet. 31 miles out. Altitude's acceptable, but we just feel a little bit high. Slow to 240. I don't know why ATC's acting up on this flight.
Radar contact 20 miles north of Owen Roberts, 10,400 feet. Altimeter 29.901.
Slow to 230.
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey.
I like how they say the altimeter in American terms. QNH is 1013, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, here comes the left.
120.2 for Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey.
They're still handing us off to approach. That's
Cayman
interesting.
approach Cessna November 343 Bravo.
Bravo Whiskey, 9,600 feet.
Cessna November 34 Bravo Whiskey Cayman approach altimeter.
Here's the left turn.
200.901 continue as planned.
All right. 28 miles now. Doing 230 knots. It's an RNAV approach to runway 26. That's where we're landing. Runway length 7,867 feet. Approach course 259er. Airport elevation 8 feet. 8 feet. Touchdown zone elevation 5 feet. Minimums are 400. That won't be an issue. We'll be exiting right. VOR at the airport is 115.6. We've got that entered in. And we'll set that over here now as well. Bearing 2 nav 1, showing GCM at 14.9. That's good. That's that arrow right there pointing towards the VOR. Slow to 220.
Landing gear.
24 miles out, 7,400 feet. Altitude's finally good. 1,500 feet per minute. Descent rate coming up on tagging. Zoom in down to 10. $23 miles, 1,600 feet. Everything's looking really good. Anyway, so this flight will be about, 3 or 4 minutes longer than it should have been because of that goofy wagon wheel we had to fly. There's the island. That looks good. All right, friends. 21 miles out, 6,100 feet. Perfect. Slow to 210. Coming up on tagging. We are flying the Google 3 Star into Owen Roberts, Grand Cayman today. We get to tagging. After that, how far are we from tagging? ETE, 48 seconds, okay. After tagging is POTUS. POTUS is, when we turn right at POTUS, we're on final approach, 10 miles. 19 miles now, slow, 200.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Full speed brake action.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
That's better. Our landing lights on. Oh, wow. That looks great. Weather in Grand Cayman is stunning today. Although I can't complain. It's 72 degrees in my backyard right now. Grand Cayman's 82 degrees, partly cloudy. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. Winds are out of the southwest. Might have a little bit of a crosswind from our left. 16 miles, 4,100 feet. We'll shallow our descent rate now to 1,000 feet per minute as we get ready to passing over tagging now and headed to POTUS. POTUS now showing 94 seconds. And as we begin to make this right turn, we're on 10-mile final. Shallow our descent rate is 700 feet per minute. Beautiful, beautiful Grand Cayman. Looking good. Fantastic. Okay, here comes the right turn. Slow to 190. Zoom in down to 5. There's POTUS. Now just 42 seconds. Slow to 185. Get down to our flap speed, 180. Beautiful flight. To a beautiful place. Okay, here's the right turn. There it is.
Cayman approach Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey cancel flight following.
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey Cayman approach. Cancellation received. Squawk 7000. Frequency change approved.
180. Now, ideally,
Cayman approach Cessna November, Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey is type Cessna C710
I'm going to be able to contact
miles east of
the
Owen
tower.
Roberts, 2,700 feet.
Set minimums,
Request flight following.
400.
Cessna November
Continue descent.
4 Tree Bravo Whiskey Cayman approach.
175. Notch your flaps.
2415.
Squawk 2415 Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey.
8.5 miles,
Cessna Tree
2,400
Bravo
feet.
Whiskey radar. Contact 9 miles east of Owen Roberts, 2,500 feet. Altimeter 29.991.
2991.
Roger, Cessna Tree
Nearest
Bravo
airport
Whiskey.
list, please. MWCR. Request full stop landing.
Owen Roberts Tower, Cessna
Good.
November, Tree 4 Tree Bravo
7.4
Whiskey is
miles.
8 miles east, 2,300 feet. With
2,200
Echo
feet. We're looking good. Slow to
November, Tree 4 Tree
165.
Bravo
We'll go outside,
Whiskey,
put down our gear.
Altimeter 29.9 or 11235 and 17. Make straight in
There's the
runway
runway right there.
Make straight in runway 26 Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey.
Slow to 1. Our approach speed's 131.
235 with 17.
Another notch of
Cleared to
flaps.
land runway 26.
Cleared to land 26. Zero whiskey. Full
Cleared to land
flaps.
runway 26 Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey.
Approach speed 131. We're on the RNAV. It's working. 131. Confirm. There's the RNAV diamond. Coming up nicely. Grab glide path instantly. GP. We're good. All right, we've got full flaps. Gears down. Landing lights on. Contact. Airport in sight. And we're on the glide path. Zoom in one last time on the MFD down to 2. Now, barring a CTD, we are in like Flynn, baby. Local time 3:21 here in the Grand Caymans. The weather looks consistent with real life. Fantastic. Just fantastic. Passenger view.
2-mile final, runway 26.
2-mile final. Auto throttle. Easy there, girl. I see poppies, 2 whites and 2 reds. Nice. 900 feet. Watch that airspeed. Airspeed's good. Pop up.
500.
500.
500.
Autopilot. I have the airplane. Airspeed's good. Fully configured. Stabilized. Seeing the poppies now, 2 whites, 2 reds. Wind's coming at us about 11 o'clock, 10 knots. Slightly offset threshold. Runway 26 confirmed. Come on, get those markers. Alright, I'll take it. Spoilers are up, reversers are on. Alright, great. That went fine.
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey, turn next taxiway.
That taxiway that we just passed had an X on it, so it says to backtrack. I'm going to try to just exit right here and see if we're just getting a little pathfinding goofiness.
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey, contact ground on 118.0. Going to
1180.
118.0 Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey.
Okay, let's contact ground. and taxi to parking. Let's see where they want us.
Roberts ground, Cessna November,
Zoom in on the MFD real
Whiskey,
quick.
taxi to parking. Cessna November,
It's not clear to me why they want us to backtrack. Stand by. Bring in those spoilers. Bring in those flaps.
Taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway cross runway 08 Cessna
Yeah,
3 Bravo Whiskey.
they want us to backtrack. Let's clean up the airplane light-wise. Stop our timer. 58 minutes, 26 seconds since we started our takeoff roll. We'll go outside. And for whatever reason, this isn't an acceptable parking area. Go figure. It's not a big airport. Backtracking. Back onto the runway. This way, this time in the opposite direction. Let's cross our fingers. Nobody's on final. I guess they wouldn't have given us clearance to backtrack if someone were. Of course, that might be a little optimistic with flight sim. See that X? That's what I was talking about earlier. There's our parking spot, right there. And this time, hopefully, we don't have any incidents like we did in Key West, where we strike an imaginary object and have the sim tell us we crashed our beautiful, beloved bird. All right. All right, friends. Let's park. A little too much mustard there on that turn. It's not the Indy 500 after all. All right, friends. Nice straight-in parking job today. There's our marshaller. Let's try to nail that T today. What do you say? Ah, just about, what, 4 inches over? I'll allow it. All right, friends. Well, thanks again for joining us on this fun flight. Is there any other kind of flight in a beautiful November 343 Bravo Whiskey? Let's kill that right engine. And turn off the pitot-static. Remaining lights. Acknowledge safety master warning, and we'll look outside one last time. There we are. Welcome to Grand Cayman. Be here who knows how long, but certainly worse places to be. Let's kill that left engine, drop the logbook screen, which we didn't get to do in Key West because we were robbed. There it is. Key West, KEYW, Kilo Echo Yankee Whiskey to MWCR, Mike Whiskey, Charlie Romeo, Owen Roberts, 55-minute flight down from Key West to the Grand Caymans. Thanks for joining us. Hope everybody has a nice Sunday and a nice week ahead. Take care.